Hello, folks. Two Sheds Gabby here. I've been debating whether I was going to pull out a box of pennies today and get started. Just, we're still snowed in, but we're messing around, doing stuff in the house. And I've been wanting to get to these. I've just still been thinking about it. And then I look, and wow, turns out copper hits an all-time high today, over $14,000 a ton. It's like, let's get these pennies out and see what we got. hopefully, hopefully we'll get 3 more pounds of copper and 10 wheat pennies, and that will make this, in my opinion, a fun and successful box. We'll get this guy open and get started. I am all set up and ready to go. Let's pop these pennies open and see if by chance they're circulated or if it's a new box of something. Man, if it is new, I hope it's 2025, but we shall see. Hoping for a box to hunt, but I wouldn't turn down 2025s. Oh, those look new. There's some old stuff. All right, we got a circulated box. Let's get started and see what we find. Hey guys, I am in my first row and I come across this amazing 1982 Denver. It is in great shape. I just couldn't let this one get past me without looking into it more. Look at that. It is zinc. I was hoping it might be copper, but that's okay. But I put it under the Tom Love, and I noticed inside the top loop of the D, you see something, and on the right side of the 2, it's like it's, I don't know, I'm going to let you guys look at it and tell me what you think. I didn't even really compare to see if it's a small date or large date. If you guys are real familiar with that, you might let me know what you think. But I'll put these pictures up here, and please tell me your opinions on what you're seeing. But I'll put this one away and wait for some comments. That's a nice looking one there. I also found a, where'd it go? Well, somewhere. I found a Canadian that is not copper. Let's move on. Obviously, I'm looking for all the copper pennies, and I'm looking for wheat pennies. I'm hoping to find some 2025s. I'm checking the 2023 Philadelphias. And, the 2009s I'll be putting away and keeping. So far in this first half, I've just now come to my second copper. Third. One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch. Man, I tell you what, I did not like Donny Osmond when I was a kid. It just seemed like as a young teenager, I wasn't supposed to. My wife loved him. But I've grown to appreciate him more. Seems like a pretty wholesome guy, stayed married to the same woman, and I don't know, he just, their family, I'm impressed with them as far as people who are in the spotlight and stuff, So I don't talk bad about him anymore. Doesn't mean I want to hear all of his music. I promise you that. But if it comes on, I don't cringe and turn it off. I say, there's one for you, honey. Looks like I've got 4 copper pennies that row. No, a few more than that. Second row, and I come to a 2009. It's in pretty good condition here. This one's Philadelphia. Cool. Keep all those. Yeah, man, over $14,000 a ton. Copper is going up, and it's supposed to just keep going because, every article you read, it says copper demand because of the new, all the AI stuff and the wind energy that's all over the world, and the newer cars that demand so much stuff, they just need a lot more copper than they used to, and they're just not getting it. It's just constantly, I'm reading that supply is not meeting demand over and over and over again. And prices are reflecting. Now, I went to Coinflation, and the pennies were each at 3.96 cents each, just a fraction off of 4 cents each. Here's one of those that looks like it had its thumbprint on it. It's not very good shape other than that, though. And I was thinking that I had seen it peak out at 3.97, which is, to me, it's like, well, if today's all-time high in copper has been reached, how come we're not seeing it go up to above 3.97? And maybe I'm not remembering right, but I was pretty sure I did. And so I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, coinflation hasn't completely caught up yet, because there's prices floating around all over different places. I got a big pop-up thing telling me, all-time high price today. Over 40, and it didn't say how much over. I didn't go digging in yet. I'll probably do that in a little bit. It just said soaring over 14,000 per ton, 82. So I'll look further into that. 82. I missed. In my 7th roll, I find my first Canadian copper. It is one of those 12-sided, 2.5 grams, a 1984. Well, I just did a little bit more digging, and it seems like the copper reached a high today of $6.58 a pound, all-time high. But then it backed off a little bit to $6.19 is what it apparently currently is right now. 83. I'll weigh that one. It looks like it might be copper, but I doubt it. Nope. But Coinflation says it's only $6.001. So Coinflation isn't either reading from the exact same place, or it's slower catching up or something like that. So if it had, it would say the pennies are 3.97 or 8 cents or something like that if it was reflecting the high, but it's a little bit off. Here's a 1974 San Francisco. I'll put that in my S tube for memorial sense. This is the 9th row, and here is a 2025 Philadelphia. It was a happy sight. I was hoping I might get some of them. I got little containers I put them on until I get enough for another roll, and I'll roll them up. So hopefully I'll get a few more of those. About an hour has passed by since the last segment. A buddy of mine just stopped by. He's got a big 4-wheel drive. Otherwise, he'd have never gotten my driveway because it's still a mess. But we sit around and talk coins for an hour or so, just chit-chatting. He was on his way home from work and stopped him. He's been looking for the Extra V 2023, and he knew I had found one, so he was hoping while I was here I could show him mine just to kind of see that they're real. I wondered for a long time. But I pulled it out and showed it to him. He was, well, it clearly is a V. I said, oh, yeah, it's, when you got it, you know you got it. And that's kind of how I felt when I first saw mine. And I've been looking ever since, to no avail. I just came across in the 10th row a 1974, super, super nice. But it looks like it's got the fingerprint on it, too. Seems like somebody said something to me one time. What that was, I can't remember what it is, but that's the second. I'm also going to keep this one. I keep, if I find them just really nice, the older memorials that are copper, I'll just put them in a It's in my collection. I just put them in tubes instead of in the general, hoard. After this roll, I'll go back and see if anything has changed with copper. Sometimes it's just after 4, I'll see, because sometimes at the end of the day, the market will have a big change right at the end, I think it closes at 4:30 if I'm right. 4:30. Anyway, I'll just see if there's any drastic change with the copper 82 at end of day, at close of day. Silver this morning hit an all-time high of 119 something, but then it really quickly fell back to 111, which is a strong indicator that another 82, that the people with the big bucks, they like to play with the market, and they'll play with the futures to cause something to happen for everybody to sell off their shorts or their longs, and then they take big advantage of the dips or rises, usually dips, and they'll make millions every time that happens. And they don't have the same control they had. That's what caused it to get up over 100, but they can still manipulate the market in smaller numbers, and they take advantage of it when they do. It's kind of frustrating that's how life is, but it's how it is. And the last I saw was back up to 13 or 14, but haven't checked for a few hours. I'll check that while I'm at it. And the copper's been, fair. Pretty fair, I believe. You can kind of see the outline of my driveway, and it's it wraps around out there. I did have my friend pull in his 4-wheel drive out there, but nothing has been done to it. And it's a little after 4 p.m. and somebody's supposed to be here around 5 to shovel it all out for me. Well, I'm sure he's got a truck. I sure do hope he makes it, because I want to get out tomorrow. I am in the 15th row, and I still don't have a single wheat penny, but here is a 2025, the second one of those. It's also Philadelphia. I went back and checked just to see if anything changed kind of at the end of the market, and copper went up a few cents. It was like somewhere between 220 and 620 and 630. So it's about the same, a few cents higher than it was. But inflation hadn't changed. It still shows $6.001. So it's still maintaining its position. Well, not only have I not found a single wheat penny, I've not found a married one either. Dad joke. Oh, I do hope to find a couple in this box. That'd be really a drag not to find one or two even. And I'm getting close to the time where the guy is supposed to show up to clean off my drive. And man, I hope, because he said he was going to yesterday, but then he contacted me last night, said he had to work late, and can he do it today? I'm like, today's great. Just please don't wait till tomorrow. 18th row, I have found my second Canadian copper. This is one of the latest ones because they've got the one of the later coins of the older queen. This is 1990. Let's see here. The one I found earlier was also a 12-sided, but it had the younger queen. This one I think was 88, 84. Okay. These 12-sided, 98% copper, were made from 82 to 96. I don't remember the transition year, but they changed the queen's profile somewhere along the way. Let's see if there's anything else left in this row. Copper. Man, I hope to get a couple of Wheaties in this box. We're not even in the second half yet, so certainly got a long way to go. I've had people ask me, where are you going to sell your copper pennies? Oh, there's 2025 number 3. All of them so far have been Philadelphia, but I sure would like to find more and more of those. 82. Well, I looked up, some different places where you might sell it, and of course, there's a few coin dealers out there that you can sell to, and I guess if I find one, he's got a market for them, so he'll give you something over the face value, and then he's going to sell it for obviously more than that, or he wouldn't buy them at all if he didn't already have people that would buy them from him. Also, eBay. I've seen a lot of people sell them on eBay. You can find copper pages on Facebook and let people know that you have some for sale. You can go to Reddit is a good one. That it's kind of a forum, and you can talk with people. And there's other forums too for cornhole hunters and stuff. Look, I would say forums is probably the best place. Right at the end of the 19th roll, I find another 2009. Not as nice as the first one. Oh, that's dark, ain't it? 2009 Philadelphia. Right at the end of the roll. In my 22nd roll, I get my third 2009 Memorial. This one is Denver. This is his Illinois time. It's a little bit after 5. My snow guy has not contacted me yet. Sun's starting to go down, and I'll have to get a little bit more light on. Close the drapes here in just a bit, because once all the light is off outside and the lights are on inside, it just makes the inside of your house just light up. Like, look at me. And my wife and I, we just gripe all the time about these shows where people are watching what's going on inside houses, but their houses are all wide open. All the curtains are open. It's like you're worried about something, but you got all your curtains open. It's just absurd. Obviously, it's just a show, but it's ridiculous. I've been weighing a lot of 83s, but that one didn't even look topper. 59. Man, I hope this guy contacts me here in a minute or two. 23rd roll in the first half. Here's 2025. It's P. This is my 4th one. It still in the first half a little bit. I'd be cool to get 10 2025s in this box. That might be pushing it a little, but that would be a-okay. It'd be all right. Still no Weedy, man. And it's 10 after 5, and the guy hasn't contacted me yet. Man, I'll really be frustrated if he blows me off again. I really, really wanted to get out tomorrow. We were talking this morning, my wife and I, about breaking down and getting a snow blower, those walk-behind things. Probably get one with like an electric start or something, so I don't have to pull. I hate pulling ropes. I told her, I said, if we have to pull a rope, we can just forget ever using it, because I'll never get it started. Last roll in the first half of the box, and we get Weed Penny number 1. 1953 Denver. I was thinking to myself, have I ever had a box that I never even got one? I don't have to worry about it again. This box. There's a pretty one. Ew. Oh, I think that's a 76. I guess I better weigh it. It is copper. Well, it's a 5:15. Still, this person hasn't contacted. Well, I've got 3 S pennies so far. The Memorial coppers. Put those in my little S tube. Hey, I just pulled a roll out of a box, and it's a nice looking 2009 Ender. Hee hee. That's cool. This is the third roll in the second half of the box. That was the ender, and also about halfway through I found another one. That makes 5 of those for this box. Right near the fourth roll of the second half of the box, I find Wheat Penny number 2, 1958 Denver. And we have 2. It is 5:30. I still don't have a contact. I'm going to be frustrated, to say the least. Sixth row in the second half, and here is another 2009. This one ain't super nice. I think that's about 6 of those. Man, I'd hate to not be able to get out and do my banking tomorrow. Golly, that'd be, I told my banker I'd be there, because just assuming that when you contract somebody to do something that they'll do it type thing, I mean, it doesn't mean he still won't. But he told me it'd be between 5 and 5:30 today. I suppose he could contact me late, and we shall see. I'm in the 7th roll in the second half, and here is my 5th 2025, all of them Philadelphia. I don't think I'll get my 10, but I'll take as many as I can get. Hopefully I'll get a couple more still. Still just at 1 wheat penny. Oh well. I'll see another 2009. 1974, that is another San Francisco. I'll put that one in my S tube. S tube. 2009. Cool. So, if you're not hoarding copper yet, would you begin now? It's like, it's kind of late, but I think I'd still like to get several pounds, and maybe I can get a few wheat pennies. Do you think it would be... It's a fun hobby, I'll say that for it, but if you hadn't started yet, would you go ahead and get started and just figure you'll do the best you can? 8th roll in the second half, and would you look at this? My first dime in a penny hunt of the year, and I probably won't find many more. That's cool. I love finding dimes and penny rolls. 82. Yo, that was copper. Let me see, was that? Okay. I almost missed the copper there. Wouldn't want to do that. Missing out on that extra 3 cents of value. Will I ever find another 2023 extra V? I've sure looked at a lot of them. Copper. Looky there. Wheatie number 3. 1955 Philadelphia number 3. All right, man. They're stacking up. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, here I am. Oh, is that number 4? 1949, I think that says Denver. Well, that's nice. It ain't a very nice coin, but it's nice to find number 4. Hey, hey, hey. Maybe we'll end up with 6 or 7. And that's better than 1. Man, I want to get my $50 tomorrow. Golly. I'm in the 10th roll in the second half. Here is another Wheatie. I think that's number... What is that? Number 6? No. 5. Sorry about that. Maybe an older one. Oh yeah, 1911. Look at that. Wow, it's over 110 years old. Philadelphia. That's cool. 1911. It has 101 million. Just thought I'd check real fast. So it's not a rare one by any means. but it's still fun to find a penny over 100 years old. Well, I suppose what I'm going to do, I'll give that person till I finish this box of pennies. And then I'm going to start contacting some people. We've got a list of them, people that say they do it. And I'll see if I can find somebody that can they'll come out in the morning and do it. You know, I could have contacted 2 or 3 people and set somebody up and then told the others, never mind. But I don't like to do that. If somebody says they're going to do it, I don't like to get somebody else lined up. Maybe I should. 11th roll in the second half, and here is my 3rd Canadian copper. This is an older one. Well, I guess it's like the 3.2 grams, something like that. 72. Cool. 82. I'm in the 13th roll in the second half of the box of pennies. Here's sweet penny number 6. I'm going to call that respectable. What do you think? Is that a respectable number? 1948 Denver. All right. Well, that was nice to come across. Maybe we'll find another one or two yet. We still got a dozen rolls left. Hey, I think I just got a text. Let me get off here real fast. I'll get through this roll real quick and see if it was him. That'd be cool. Copper. Well, I went through quite a few rolls without anything. And now with 5 rolls left in the box, here is another 2009. This one is the 4th of the series, the Washington, D.C. A Denver 2009. Did quite a good stack of those. I found a couple more S's, including a 69S. Haven't seen a 68S in a while. I'd like to get another one of those. I think I gave a buddy the last spare one that I had. 82. Just 2 rolls to go after this, guys, and we'll be done with the box. Here is 2025 Philadelphia, number 6 for the box. They kind of quit on me until just then. The wheat pennies kind of died on me. I was hoping I might get 1 or 2 more. Still not impossible, but not as likely. Now with 1 roll to go, here is my 7th 2025 Philadelphia. I just found this 82. Almost looks bronzy, like different than the other coppers. I don't know. It is a copper one. It weighs, 3.1, but I guess there's nothing special about it. Just had a different kind of color about it. 1 more roll, man, and we'll be done. We'll see how much copper we've got. And multiply it by 4, because they're all worth 4 cents each. Right at 4 cents each. Pert near, but not plum. Well, guys, I have gone through the whole box. I've weighed the 82s and added the copper ones to this box, today's copper. I think I have the 3 pounds. Oh, yeah. About 3 pounds, 5 ounces, something like that. That's not bad. Didn't get the 10 wheat pennies, but we got 6. We got some 2005s and a bunch of S pennies. Quite a few different things. I am not unpleased at all. Not a bad box. Copper's going up and up and up. Today's got the all-time high. That's kind of fun. Yeehaw!